Community Bank of Pickens County presents ETC High School Highlights, hosted by Donna Enos.
Hello, welcome to the ETC High School Highlights Show presented by Community Bank. I want to thank all of our sponsors and the guys here at ETC put in so much work to bring the show to you. I really appreciate all that they do. Good news is we only have 2 weeks of school left, in fact 9 days, and they're going to be out, everybody's going to be out for summer break, and we're going to take a summer break as well. So we've got this week and next week are the last two shows of this season, and so we'll talk a little bit more about that at the end of the show. Spring sports almost over. We've got a couple of teams left, but we've got a lot of the great athletes that have participated in the spring sports, and I'm happy to bring them to you tonight. So our interviews are in the studio here are brought to you by Nicole McArthur Law Firm in Jasper, so we appreciate her bringing you these interviews all year long. So first up, we have Fannin. We've got Coach Nancy Jensen and the girls soccer team, and you know, I'm really excited to have y'all here because you were so successful this year. 14-4 record, region championship, played in the Elite Eight. So, all right, talk to us a little bit. First, introduce your assistant there.
This is Jordan Deal. She's the assistant coach for our soccer team.
All right, great. So thank y'all for coming. Talk to us a little bit about, is this a record-setting season?
It is a record-setting season. It's not the first season that we've won a region or have been to the Elite Eight, but it is definitely something that doesn't happen every season. So I'm so proud of the girls.
That's great. I mean, it's been fun to follow because we've had, you know, a lot of teams, and so last week we talked a little bit about, you know, y'all playing in the Elite Eight. So how was it?
I thought it was pretty awesome. The girls played hard, put forth all the effort, did all the work to get there, and definitely did a great job.
Long trip.
Long trip, definitely
All right,
long trip.
good. Okay, so we've got these ladies back here, our Lady Rebel soccer team representatives. So they're gonna introduce themselves, tell us what grade they're in, and what position they play.
My name is Albany Cole. I'm in 11th grade, and I play outside mid.
My name is Bridget Allen. I'm a senior, and I'm a goalkeeper.
My name's Jordan Golden. I'm a senior, and I play center mid.
My name's A.V. Ethington. I'm a senior, and I play left back.
My name's Reese Lewis. I'm a senior, and I play center back.
My name's Natalie Middleton. I'm a senior, and I also play outside wing.
My name's Jacqueline Klein. I'm a freshman, and I play CDM.
All right. So, okay, tell me something. You got all these juniors and seniors. You know, how was it as a freshman?
It was fun. Yes.
They have your back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Jordan had my back.
All right. Good. Good. Okay. So, tell me what it was like to play in the Elite Eight, because I mean we've got several basketball players up here, and y'all are used to a lot of success. And to me, it seems like, you know, this junior senior class has really set a winning tradition here at Fannin across the board. So let's talk about what it was like to play in the Elite Eight.
It was fun. I really enjoyed it. I loved playing with all of them.
Good.
I also had a lot of fun, and I really appreciate how far we got, and I love spending time with my teammates.
It was a really good experience because I've played with a lot of these girls since I was like 4 years old, and it was just fun going so far with them one last time.
One last time, that's kind of sad, isn't it?
Tell me about it.
I would say pretty much the same. Like, just we're all really good friends, and playing together is a lot of fun. And like you said about basketball, we've had a lot of success in that, and so transferring that over to soccer has been fun to see.
Yeah, I'd also say it's been really fun to play with these girls because I've also played with a lot of them since I was really little. And we've never made it to the Elite Eight in my high school career, so it was really fun to be able to make it that far.
Yeah, I also think it was really fun to play with everyone, but it sucks that we did not go farther.
I also think it's been really fun, but I'm going to miss all these seniors. It's definitely going to be different playing without them since we've all played together for so long.
Okay, so, I mean, I've called a lot of your names for 3, 4 years, and we've kind of gotten to know you on the basketball court. And talk to me a little bit. I mean, obviously, you know, going to the Elite Eight in soccer, you have a lot of leadership skills, okay? That's obvious. But talk to me about what kind of legacy that you want to leave to the athletes coming up, not just in soccer, but across the board? What kind of legacy and example do you feel like you're setting by having all these great seasons, by having this historic soccer season? What kind of legacy do you feel like you're leaving?
I just want to leave behind, I'm a junior, but to always put God first and just stay positive and always have a good outlook on everything.
I want to leave behind the will to work hard and to push as far as you can go always.
Yeah, I definitely think if you always have a positive attitude and you work as hard as you can, I think you can get anywhere you want to go.
I mean, I agree with pretty much everything they said. And going off Albany and saying, always put God first and knowing that, yes, we spend a lot of time on the field or on the court and playing our sport, but we're so much more than just our sport.
I'm also going to go off what Avi and Albany said and always put God first, but also to just, never doubt yourself, because the girls weren't going to, it was viewed for us not to go as far as we did, so it's just important to never doubt yourself.
I just want to add on to what they said, and I think it's important to not only think of sports as competitive, but also to build the bond with your teammates and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want to be kind to all the team and work hard as I can.
I like that. So you're talking about a bond. Okay, that leads us into what kind of bond did y'all form going into that Elite Eight? Who wants to answer that? Reese, you and y'all want to show us a little bit of what your bond was?
So, as I said earlier, I've played with a lot of these girls since I was 4, and it's just very important that you have a tight bond, because it helps with team chemistry and just everything else, and that's really a big part to why we made it this far.
So what did you do to show for that Elite Eight? What did y'all do? Oh. What kind of statement did you make?
We all dyed our hair pink, and then mine and Avi's didn't work, so we went back and bleached it and did it. And then there's faded, so.
Hey, we got it.
Well, I'm glad that you still had yours to kind of show here on the show. So, I think that's really, shows a lot of team chemistry, that y'all went together and did something to kind of bring you together as a special bond in that Elite Eight. So I like that you did that. I know your boys' baseball team did something too. I like y'all's better. So
yeah, us too.
Yeah. All right. So I know you're multi-sport athletes, but talk to us a little bit about how much time commitment you put into athletics. I know soccer takes a lot of time in the spring, but you do a lot of different things. So talk about the time commitments that you have made in your athletic career here this year.
Every day and on weekends all the time.
Do you do soccer in the fall?
Oh, yeah, in the fall too.
Okay, so it's been pretty much year-round for you, okay?
I think soccer is a year sport, not just for spring, and I also am looking forward to college, where the seasons switch from spring to fall, so I think I need to stay active all year round so I can get prepared for that.
It definitely is very time consuming, and basketball is definitely a year round sport, and then having to squeeze in soccer in between that too, it's just you never stop, so.
Yeah, I feel like basketball season never really stops, so now it's kind of weird now that we're done. But no, I think that it's a lot. I think people don't realize how much time we put into it. Summers, spring ball, fall ball, and season, it's a lot that we do.
Well, I've always felt like soccer and basketball were complementary sports, and I feel like that, one helps you with the other. You use your body to block in soccer as well as in basketball, and a lot of different skills. So I feel like that, they kind of go hand in hand. So, all right.
Yes, I'm also a multi-sport athlete, and having soccer and flag football, having soccer, because some of the girls I played travel with too, we played travel in the spring and fall, and then we had flag football in the fall to winter, and then soccer in the spring. So it's kind of just a full year thing of just all sports. So it's been fun.
Yeah, for sure. We were literally going from flag football practices to travel soccer practices, and then as soon as flag was over, we were going into soccer. But soccer is definitely something you have to work on every day, and then outside of practice, of course. You got to get in the weight room to get strong, and it's just something you got to work at every day.
Yeah, playing both basketball and soccer definitely takes up a lot of your time, but I love it and it's fun. So.
Okay, so I know that, you've played multiple sports, you're good students. So talk to us about what your plans are. I know you're a freshman, but the others are juniors and seniors. What do you see in your future? What do you plan to do, and is athletics part of that future?
When I graduate, I maybe want to go play soccer in college and pursue a career in nursing.
After high school, I'm going to Toccoa Falls, and I'll be continuing my soccer career there.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm not continuing my soccer career, sadly, but I am going to North Georgia Tech for cosmetology.
Good.
I'm also not continuing a athletic career in college. I mean, intramurals will always be there, but I'm going to go pursue a career as a child life specialist.
Great.
I'm going to Oglethorpe University to play basketball, and I am still trying to figure out my pathways, so.
Plenty of time.
I'm committed to Union Commonwealth in Kentucky, and I will also be continuing soccer there while studying psychology.
I don't have a college, but I would love to continue my soccer career into college.
I'm going to tell you, congratulations to all y'all that are moving on and going to continue your athletic career. You can go be the stud in intramurals, and so you'll be somebody's ringer on their team there. But I'm very proud to have gotten to know y'all over the years and to watch you and all the success you've had at Fannin. And I think that people will look at you for years and the leadership legacy that you have left for the ones to follow. I think you've been great examples, and I just want to thank y'all for coming on tonight and sharing more of your story through your soccer season here, and congratulations on all your work, and because I know y'all have both put in a lot of time to get them to this point, and so congratulations on what y'all have done, and thank you for what you do.
Thank you.
So thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Good luck in your other pursuits here. So, all right, so stay with us. We're going to be back. We've got Dax Chronic coming up from Pickens, and we're going to have a little demonstration when he comes up. So stay with us.
Community Bank of Pickens County is a proud sponsor of High School Highlights on ETC. For the past 25 years, we've been honored to serve the residents of Pickens County and surrounding communities. Because we're locally owned, we're not just a part of your community. We are your community. Local banking with local people. It's what we do. Community Bank of Pickens County. Member FDIC.
All right, our Pickens segment is sponsored by the Patsy Carver team at REMAX Realty in Jasper. So if you want to buy or sell, go see Patsy. All right, so we've got Dax Chronic here. And Dax is a sophomore at Pickens High School. He's just completed his second season of varsity golf. And he also, this is something we're really going to talk about tonight, is he won the Optimist Club District Championship, and he was invited to participate in the Optimist Club International Golf Tournament at the Doral Country Club in Miami. And so this is a big honor. So thanks for coming and joining us tonight.
Thank you.
And let's talk about, briefly, let's just talk about your high school season. How did that go for you?
Well, we had a good season, I would say. We started really good. I started pretty bad as myself, but our team did really good at the beginning. It kind of started going down after that, and mine started going up. I started playing really good at the end. At like Union, I started at like a 45, 46, and at Union Fannin, it got down to like a 40, a 39. And the last match, I think I shot like a 38, and then area came around, and our team didn't do too good, but I started off 6 over through like 4 holes and had 4 bogeys and a double, and then the last 12, 13, I went even par and shot 6 over.
Well, you know what, that's pretty good to have that mental, have a bad start and come back and mentally battle through that to come back and have a really good score. So, that says a lot about your golfing maturity and how you're growing as a golfer. So you've got to play a lot of courses in this area, of course with a high school and everything, but you also play in the Georgia, do you play in the Georgia Junior Golf?
Georgia State Golf Association.
Okay. All right, so how have you done in that?
It's been good recently. I shot 76, 76, 4 over at Jennings Mill for a 2-day tournament, won that. And then at Bent Tree, it wasn't that good, but I learned a lot from it, learned that one round doesn't make me who I am.
Yeah.
And I'll come back from it because me and my dad have been working a lot with how my swing's looking. And I think next tournament, I think I can actually shoot really low and have a chance to win.
Do you listen to your dad when he gives you advice?
I want to say yes, but sometimes I'm hard-headed and sometimes no, but I should start because
he knows what he's doing.
He's the college golfer.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing, and I'm just trying to be just like him, go to college and do everything he did, try and do better than him, make it farther, but if I can, I'd just like to be right where he is. All
right, so when you make it on the PGA, can I have a inside the rope pass?
Absolutely.
All right, good deal. So let's talk a little bit about the Optimus International tournament. So you played with kids from all different countries.
Yes, sir.
All right, so when you played your rounds, who did you play with or what country did they come from?
The first round, it was Canada. One came from Canada and one was from the U.S. And then the next round, I think and then the last 2 rounds, I'm pretty sure they were both from the U.S.
Okay.
So.
But you met kids from all over the world?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that was pretty neat, wasn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, give us a little insight into Doral Country Club. Is it really different from others?
It's really different. Around here, I mean, there's some nice golf courses, but there's nothing nowhere near what that was. It was beautiful. It was an experience I'll never forget. I'd like to go back. Thank you to the Optimist Club for sponsoring me and letting me go do that. I'm very grateful. Thank you to God for allowing me to play the sport I love. And even though it was really hot, it was great. It was beautiful. Course was awesome. I would go back and do it every day if I could.
Well, you know, the PGA had a tournament at Doral just a couple of weeks ago. Did you watch it and say, you know, I hit that shot. You know, I hit a little bit better shot than one of them did. You know?
I watched a few rounds. I watched like 1 or 2 rounds, and I was just kind of thinking, man, I played there. It's kind of cool to think that I played a PGA Tour course. And there were some shots where I was like, I could do better, but it was really cool to watch and know that I played there.
That would have to be. I mean, to watch it on TV and know that you were there. So that's really neat. And it's really nice to have somebody in our area that represented in an international tournament. So, I mean, I think that's really great. So we're going to do something a little different that we hadn't done here. We're going to do a little demonstration. I want you to show us what kind of grip you use and maybe talk about your swing just a little bit.
Yes, ma'am.
You good with that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So go ahead and y'all make sure you get a good shot of that golf bag right there.
Right.
Okay. So first of all, show us what your grip. Start with the grip and show the grip, what you kind of grip you use, and tell me why you use that grip.
Well, interlock. I do pointer finger over the pinky, but that's just because I feel like I can roll over a lot and get the ball moving more, and I can get it kind of controlled where I want it to go and how I like knowing where it's going. Most of my shots, I interlock because it makes me feel like I know where it's going.
Okay. Now let's talk about your swing a little bit. All right. So you got a pitching wedge there?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Show us a couple of little different angles that you use a pitching wedge. You know, and like maybe with your spin, how do you angle it to get your spin that you want and that kind of thing?
Just get spin, I usually kind of open it up a little and aim a little left, because if you open it up, it's obviously going to go higher and spin a lot better. And if I want it to roll out and run a lot, I close it and aim right, so that way it'll hit real like low and roll out. So.
All right. Show us what a swing looks like.
Well, usually I just open it up, take it back here, drop it down into the slot, and then fire it through real hard and roll over and get it hooking back in.
All right, so that's your pitching wedge shot. So, and obviously a short shot is going to be a little bit different than a full swing. So I know that that's not your driver or mini driver or anything like that, but show us what a full swing would look like with that.
Well, with a full swing, usually I'd like to take it more out here that way so it gets away from my body and I can clear it a little bit better, and then just drop it back into the slot and roll over, get it starting right and hooking back.
All right. Okay. Now, I've got a question. There's a putter in there, so grab that putter and let's talk about that for a second. Okay, you see the guys on TV, because I mean, I watch a lot of golf, and you see them in all different kinds of things with their little quirks that they do with their putting. Do you have a quirk or some certain kind of routine that you do with your putting?
I probably should start one, but it's really just kind of get where I feel good. And I don't really practice, because I feel like I practice, it's just going to it's going to mess up a lot, because I feel like I'll get out of a rhythm.
Yeah.
So I just kind of put the putter down, get where I feel good, and just go and see what happens.
All right, show us the grip you use with a putter. You use the same grip or different?
Different grip. Pinky goes right in between your middle finger and ring finger, and then this ring finger goes right in between your pointer and your middle finger, and then the rest just kind of sit like normal. Just one of those. And I like to put my left thumb on this left side, so that way I can't roll and pull the ball. Because if it's here, it's easier to pull, so I put it over here, so that way it's just kind of a straight back, straight through putt.
Do you spend a lot of time reading the green?
Not really, because I feel like myself, I can't look at a green and see which way it's going. But I feel like if I put my body and putter down, I can kind of see where it's going. So really, I just kind of take one little look at it and just go up and get ready to hit.
All right, so, one of my favorite golfers is Jordan Spieth. So, he's got a habit of, inside, certain feet, within inside 10 feet, he looks at the hole instead of the ball. Other golfers do different things. They look at the ball. So tell me, do you have anything as far as distance-wise? Do you hold your head differently or follow through differently?
If I have a very short putt, I'll try and keep one eye on the ball and the other kind of at the hole, so that way I can manage my distance. But on a long putt, I just kind of take one look at the hole and just measure and see how far I would look and just go for it.
I like that. Yeah, good. Okay, well, let's come back and let's talk a little bit more about Doral. So, you are still where you can qualify to go back for the Optimus International Tournament, and so we're really hoping that you're going to go again. Did you learn something there that would help you to be better this time?
I learned, one, that with the humidity down there, obviously the ball is not going to fly as far. So if I can remember that, I feel like I can hit more greens, make more pars and all that. And then also, I learned that it ain't really what you shoot. It's just kind of the experience.
Yeah.
Be grateful I'm there, have fun, and just remember and thank everyone that got me there.
Well, I tell you what, I love your attitude.
Thank you.
So, this was Golf Lesson with Dax tonight. So we appreciate you, sharing, what you do and your routines and that kind of thing. So we want to wish you good luck, because I know you've got a lot of tournaments coming up, and you've got this qualifier coming up soon. So we will be following, and we want to just kind of hang in there with you and watch what you do.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So, all right, stay with us. We got North Georgia Christian coming up, and we'll talk with them.
Here at Parish Lowrie State Farm, we're about community, and we're happy to support high school highlights and all the amazing things our kids and our communities are doing these days.
Call State Farm agent Parish Lowrie and Jasper today.
Community Bank of Pickens County is a proud sponsor of high school highlights on ETC. For the past 25 years, we've been honored to serve the residents of Pickens County and surrounding communities. Because we're locally owned, we're not just a part of your community. We are your community. Local banking with local people. It's what we do. Community Bank of Pickens County. Member FDIC.
Salon 84 would like to congratulate all the students doing great things. Go by and see Amy and her staff at Salon 84, West Church Street, Jasper.
Salon 84, Hair and Color Studio in Jasper.
Still driving on this? If you don't like the road you're on, let us pave you a new one. At Ben Hopkins Paving, we don't just fix asphalt. We build smooth, solid surfaces made to last. From driveways to parking lots, big jobs, small jobs, one standard done right. Locally owned, fully insured, No shortcuts, no excuses. If you don't like the road you're on, let us pave you a new one. Visit benhopkinspaving.com for your free estimate today.
All right, we've got guests from North Georgia Christian Academy tonight, and we're going to talk about the ag program. So I've got Miss Gloria Walker, and you teach ag at North Georgia Christian. So tell us who you've brought with you tonight.
All right, so we have our chapter president, Miss Addie Jones. We have our chapter vice president, Miss Cadence Brannon, and then we have one of our members, Asher Sullivan.
Okay, great. Thank y'all for coming. We've seen y'all a time or two, so we're glad to have you back. All right, tell us about ag classes at North Georgia Christian. Do y'all have several different areas that you teach, or do you specialize in one or two? I know without having a whole lot of students, just wondering kind of what the curriculum is in ag.
So my specialty more is in animals, so we focus on that, and we've done everything from small animal care, which is more like cats, dogs, kind of everyday pets, all the way up to animal production, which is more the livestock side of it. We've done some meats. We've done lots of different things. We do teach a basic ag course with our 9th grade students every year, and we kind of just cover the gambit. So we do everything from leadership to plants to animals. We just kind of try to hit just a little bit of everything and let the students kind of see where they fall and what they prefer.
All right, good. Do you have a greenhouse there?
We do not, unfortunately.
Okay. All right.
So.
Okay, good. All right, so let's talk about what do you like about ag?
I like ag, but I think the reason I like FFA so much is because it's so much more than ag. It's really helped me with my public speaking and being able to coordinate and doing time management and really everything. But I do enjoy the ag classes that we take, and I find them to be a lot of fun and very interesting.
Good.
I like it because when I was little, my dad would tell me about him growing up on his family farm and them doing all the different things, and I just always loved that stuff. And then I like FFA because I get to hang out with my friends all the time. We get to go do things like the state convention, get to talk to colleges, get my name out there, and just communicate with a bunch of different people, get to know people from all over, and it's really interesting.
Yeah, I think students at our school are kind of drawn to the ag classes because it's something other than the math and sciences. It's a fun class, and they get to enjoy stuff that we're actually going to do in real life.
Good. I know that FFA is huge in our area, and there's been many people go through FFA and for years, and so I feel like FFA offers really a special opportunity, and you kind of touched on public speaking and that kind of thing. So what do you think has been the most important part of FFA for you?
Yeah, there's a bunch, but I think the leadership that it helps us to, really learn how to lead our community and to public speak and not be afraid of that.
Good.
I enjoyed getting to know people better and just kind of learning more than what I knew before, getting hands-on experience with new things that I haven't experienced yet, and just it's helping me figure out what I want to do with my college career.
Like Kaden said, I think the trips and the ag classes are all really fun, but the leadership aspect is probably what's helped me the most in my everyday life, not just being at school.
All right, good. So FFA has all kinds of competitions. Talk to us a little bit about the competitions that y'all have entered and how you've done.
I've done vet science is one of the main ones I've done with a group of friends, and I think we did pretty okay. And then I've studied for an equine competition, and then I know some of our students compete in floriculture and those type, and like livestock judging. We do a good bit. So.
I think the one I did last year was meat identification, and it was interesting just getting to see the different qualities and different cuts and all of that, and just learning the material so that way I could compete well. And I think I was the only one that went to that, but I'm pretty sure I did pretty good individually.
I've done floriculture before, which is really cool, but a lot of our students at our school go and do the creed speaking, which is kind of cool because people don't usually like to public speak, but it helps them gain confidence in that.
To me, one of the most important things you can do is the public speaking. I mean, that is something that, you'll use for a lifetime. All right. How long have you been in ag?
I've been in ag since middle school, and NGCA is ag since probably about 7th grade.
Okay, so when I say ag, how about FFA too? Same thing. I mean, do y'all kind of did that hand in hand? You joined FFA as soon as you started into ag?
Yeah, FFA normally really starts in high school, and we have junior officers and senior officers.
Okay. So how long have you been in ag and FFA?
I've been homeschooled up until this last year, so this is my first year actually being in FFA. I've done little things at the house, mostly with like poultry and stuff, just little experiments on my own, but this is my first year officially doing it with FFA.
Do you have chicken houses at your house or anything like that?
No, ma'am. We do it like just family level for ourselves, so we've got chicken tractors that we move around the yard so that way they can have fresh grass.
Okay.
I've been taking ag classes here since middle school, but I joined FFA freshman year.
All right, great. So do you sponsor FFA also?
Yes. So
Okay.
I am the FFA advisor. So in order for them to be a member of our FFA program, they have to take an ag class. So the two really go hand in hand. Agriculture is part of FFA, FFA is part of agriculture.
Okay. So you said that you really like to deal with the equine. So do you have horses?
I don't, but I've ridden some. I just thought that class was really cool because I didn't know much about horses. I just always thought they were pretty, but we got to learn about race horses and regular horses and everything pretty much about a horse.
Okay.
So.
All right. So do you see yourself going into any kind of the areas of ag, whether it be animal, flower, anything like that?
I don't think so for a career, but it's not something that I'm against just having in my free time or doing or helping others with, but not for a career, I don't think.
I've thought about doing a couple different things with animal husbandry and stuff like that, just working with animal reproduction to create animals that are more genetically suitable for their environment and higher sell value. But that's mainly what I've focused on with what I might do with my career.
Okay.
As of right now, I'm not going into an ag career, but like we all said, the leadership will transfer over.
Exactly. That's true. So when you at North Georgia Christian on campus, what kind of facility do you have there?
So we don't have a lot of facilities directly on campus, but fortunately we have a great community who helps us out. So we do get the opportunity to go do things outside of school. Hopefully sometime in the future we will have more actual facilities. We have converted a classroom temporarily into a construction workshop, and so we've done things like that. So yeah, we're growing and we're working on it.
All right, so that kind of leads me into my next question. Let's talk about community engagement with FFA. So what have you done as far as community interaction? How have you kind of brought the community and FFA to make them kind of work together?
Yeah, so we hold a FFA end of year thing. Last year, a group of us girls went around to local businesses and just educated them on what we do, and that was good to just get our names out there and just really to meet people in the community that we wouldn't otherwise meet.
I've gone and talked to some of the younger classes at our school and talked to them because they'll do some eggs in the incubator or something, so I went and I talked to some of them. And then like she said, we do the end of year FFA banquet, which we have coming up that we're getting ready for.
Yeah, so we have the big banquet that they both mentioned, and then last year I know a group of us juniors and seniors went to a national convention, so we had to do a lot of fundraising for that since it's in Indianapolis. So we ran around to the community and did fundraising, but also educated them and told them what we were actually doing instead of just asking for money, telling them how we were going to use that money and how it would actually help us as such a small school.
I imagine that kind of worked a lot better than just going up and saying.
It did, yeah.
All right, so have you thought about, and I know, a couple of y'all are seniors, you're a junior, but have you thought about doing some kind of community project that would bring everybody together and kind of bring your FFA and bring a lot of spotlight to it as just like a single project kind of thing that would involve a lot of the community?
Us officers have like brainstormed it, but we haven't come up with anything. But we are hoping in the next few years we can get a big project going every year, aside from just our fundraising and things.
Yeah, so since I'm a junior, I'll be back next year, and I know that the other people in my grade level would love to do something where we get the whole community involved and we just get everybody to come together for one big thing that would benefit everyone, not just our individual FFA.
Yeah, so as a smaller school and a smaller program, it is harder to do things on a bigger level. But as we grow and the class numbers keep doubling, hopefully in the future we'll see some big projects.
Well, I know that once an FFA, always an FFA. And I know that, a lot of schools have, the alumni association. So, you know what? Here's your project. You can do the FFA alumni for North Georgia Christian, and you can keep bringing those ideas back and doing those projects. But I know as, embedded as our communities are as far as, the FFA and the ag, that I feel like that'll be something that people would really like to do, join with you. So next year when you do your big project, I want to have us invited so we can kind of come and cover that.
Yes,
Is that
ma'am.
a deal?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right, good. All right, listen, I appreciate y'all coming and sharing.
Thank you for having us.
I just feel like that this is something that, everybody really loves to find out about, because FFA is such an important organization, and like I said, so important to our area. And thank y'all for what you do and all that you have done. And I know that because I've seen y'all so much, and I know that you are leaders in your school and leaders in the community, and I want to wish you well next year, as y'all move on to bigger and better things. And we're going to have you back next year and find out, how you're leading after these ladies have kind of left their mark. So, but thank you for, joining us, and, we would like to do a little bit more hands-on stuff with you next year and be kind of inside those projects with you there.
Perfect.
So, all right, thank y'all so much.
Thank you.
All right, so stay with us, and we've got a bus safety video that we've got from Gilmer that they did, so come back.
Here at Alfa Insurance, Jason Nunn Agency, we would like to commend you students for all your hard work and achievements. Come see us here in Ellijay and check out our great rates for young drivers.
Community Bank of Pickens County is a proud sponsor of high school highlights on ETC. For the past 25 years, we've been honored to serve the residents of Pickens County and surrounding communities. Because we're locally owned, we're not just a part of your community. We are your community. Local banking with local people. It's what we do. Community Bank of Pickens County. Member FDIC.
Looking to buy or sell your property? Contact Patsy Carver, powered by REMAX Town and Country. The Patsy Carver team in Jasper. Trusted, proven, local.
A couple of weeks ago, Gilmer hosted a bus safety seminar, and Mr. Ferguson and his class did a little video for us, and it's going to be very interesting to see all the things that are involved in bus safety. So let's enjoy the video.
I'm here with Miss Wells, the transportation director. I got a couple of questions for you, but first my question is, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing good myself. All right. So my first question is, what's the reason for this video? Also, who will be shown to?
Yeah, so we came out today to film this video for all of our students starting in 6th grade all the way up to 12th grade, our seniors. This is a bus safety video that all of our students will be shown at the beginning of every year to know how to safely ride on the bus and what they're supposed to do, what's the appropriate behavior, and then paired with what is the not appropriate behavior. So it's going to be shown, like I said, to middle and high school students at the beginning of every year.
Why is it important for students and drivers to be safe on the bus?
I think it's really important because just like you have expectations from your teacher in a classroom, you also have expectations from a driver on the bus. And that's mostly because we want you to get home and to school safely. So in order for our drivers to be able to do that, we have to have certain expectations from our students so that they can do their jobs to the safest of their ability. So that's why we're trying to educate students on what's appropriate.
Why is it important for students to stay seated on the bus while it's moving?
It's really important for students to stay seated because that's how the bus is designed. The bus is designed, it's called compartmentalization, and the seats are set up so that if there were an accident, if you were seated with your bottom on the bottom of the seat and your back on the back of the seat, then the chances of you getting hurt are very, very low. But if you're not seated correctly, if your knees are out in the aisle, if you're kind of standing up, that compartmentalization doesn't work. So if you're staying seated, that's the safest way for you to ride in the event of an accident.
All right. Well, for my final question is, what should students and drivers really keep in mind when they're on the bus?
I think that the most important thing that students can keep in mind is just to be safe and be respectful of their drivers. At the end of the day, you guys want to get to school, you want to get to your activities, maybe sports, field trips. Everybody wants to get there safely. And so the best way to do that is to respect your driver, stay seated so that you can get to whatever great activity you've got going on, or class or test, or so you can get home to your family, your friends, to do all the things that you love doing. So help us help you by staying seated, being respectful of your driver, and staying safe on the bus.
All right. Well, thank you for having me today. It's been a pleasure, and I hope I get to work with you again. I'm here with Mr. Ferguson, the AVT teacher. He's here to explain us what really, went on today and how it can all correlate to stuff inside the classroom.
Boy, we have had a blast today. This is a bus safety video for Gilmer County Schools, all of the school system. And Ms. Wells, who you heard be interviewed, we've been talking about this for a while. So we came up with 5 scenarios that we would do incorrectly, right? The students misbehaving or doing stuff that shouldn't be done. And then we shot it again and filmed it again in the correct behavior, so that the students could see this is what you don't do and this is how you do it correctly. And it was a great day because we had 30 students out here, and Miss Wells and Miss Mandy helping me produce and direct. And for me, in 2 years in teaching, this is a day that shows students what this is all about, right? This is where you learn where videos and films are made on a small scale. If you're doing a feature film, there would be hundreds of people out here doing multiple jobs that we were all doing today and getting paid a lot of money. So this was a great experience for me and for the students, and it's going to be a video that can be played throughout the school system for a long time, hopefully, and teach our students, how to behave on the bus. But we've had a great day from camera people being actors and actresses, and behind the scenes photographers, drones flying everywhere. And so this has been a great experience.
All right. Well, thank you for having me today.
You got it.
I'm here with Canyon Connell, a kid in the AVT department class. How are you doing today, Canyon?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing good myself. For my first question, it's going to be, what did you learn about bus safety today?
I learned a lot about the evacuation and how to safely evacuate from a bus, knowing how to get out of the bus quickly and how to sit down on your butt and scoot out of the bus in the back. And it's just how to stay safe in a bus.
Was it fun being a part of the video today?
Oh yeah, it was great. I love flying drones. I love just learning how to maneuver a drone around kind of tight spaces, in between trees and stuff like that. It was really fun.
All right. Well, thank you for being on today.
Thank
I hope
you.
I get to work with you again. I'm here with Anna Kate, another student in the AVT pathway. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good myself. For my first question is, what did you take away from today? What did you really learn?
I really learned how it is to work with an entire crew today, and we had a lot of people who did really, really good. And I also learned that it's a fun pathway.
Yeah. All right, for my other question is, do you see yourself having a career in this pathway?
I think I could see myself having a future with this pathway, definitely.
All right. What skills did you take away today?
I really took away skills of getting stop motion kind of, and just being with an entire crew, like I said.
All right. Well, thank you for being on today. I hope I get to work.
Community Bank of Pickens County is a proud sponsor of high school highlights on ETC. For the past 25 years, we've been honored to serve the residents of Pickens County and surrounding communities. Because we're locally owned, we're not just a part of your community. We are your community. Local banking with local people. It's what we do. Community Bank of Pickens County. Member FDIC.
Nicole McArthur Law Firm in Jasper. Your hometown lawyer specializing in criminal defense, DUI, accident, and injury. Need a lawyer? Call Nicole McArthur.
Okay, so we've got some highlights coming up, and one of these highlights is going to feature one of our own, Jesse McElreath, ran in the CLC 5K in Ellijay, so we've got some highlights from that. We also have highlights from the Elite 8 Pickens baseball, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that after the highlights, but you get to see their doubleheader where they won and have moved on to the Final Four. But we want to congratulate Jesse. We're not going to tell what place he ran or what he finished because it wasn't in the top 10. So, but anyway, we've got some neat little highlights in this. All right, welcome to Dunn Field here On the campus of Pickens High School, we are here for the Elite 8 state playoffs. And all right, that runner goes, and he's going to get it. Oh, he got him. Good job there. Let's go, Cam! They didn't like it, but good job. I mean, you don't run on Cam Jenkins. To Kobe Clark. And a swing and a miss, so there's going to be first strikeout on the day for A.J. Rice. So that's second out here.
Be able to have 4 out there.
And that one's hit right back to A.J. He feels it. Over to Dawson Lowett, and that'll be the second out there.
A little slide step right there, and you mix up your looks a little bit, you should be fine. That's something you kind of learn later in your career.
And so, good job there. Got Matthew Davis getting the stolen base.
Good jump by Davis right there as well. Timed it out really well.
And 3-1 pitch to Robert Turner. And he does get it out there left field, and it's going to get down. No, yeah, it got over his head. So here comes Matthew Davis. He's going to score. And the ball is rolled all the way out there to the warning track. I really thought it was going to get down earlier, but it did get under his glove there. J.D. Hogan out there in left field. So good piece of hitting there by Robert Turner. Taking a long time in between pitches here. And Jennings, he gets it right back up the middle. And here comes Robert Turner. He's going to force a throw, but it's not even going to be close. And Jennings gets down to second. Good aggressive base running there. Good job.
Fastball there was just fooled on a breaking ball.
So we do have Jennings Allen at third. And A.J. hits it to the shortstop out in the hole, and it's going to get an RBI. Base hit there by A.J. Rice. The Dragons have got it going on right here.
You didn't fool him there on the breaking ball. Good job by A.J. of taking some notes of what they just did to him the previous pitch. Found him a breaking ball hanging right there. Hit it hard past the shortstop. Great job by A.J.
So 1-2 count here on Buck Shepard to DH. Run on first. And a swing and a miss. And big strikeout there for the second out. So payoff pitch here. And he swung and missed. Great recovery there from the last at bat there against Cardwell. So strikeout for that first out. And that was a swing and a miss. So game one goes to the Dragons, 3-1. So one step closer to the Final Four. Dragons do a great job here. A tight game here, good game, good pitching duel. But A.J. Rice comes through, and he finishes the day with 12 strikeouts. And the Dragons do win 3-1. All right, welcome back to Dunn Field here at Pickens High School. We are ready for game 2 of the Elite 8. Dragons took game 1, 3-1. So they're Dragons need a good start here, so it hit up the middle there, so good start there. Robert Turner gets the game started with a hit.
Really good sign for the Dragons right there. You got your leadoff guy on in the first inning here. First base.
Well, the Dragons, they tend to be aggressive on the bases, so that was hit back up the middle again. So 2 hits to open up the game. Straight back up the middle. That is exactly what you want to do, just send it right back where it came from. And the pitch. And A.J. pops it up. That'll be out to the left fielder.
Don't think it's going to be deep enough. It may,
though. They're going to tag.
It is.
And that's going to get Robert Turner in. So sacrifice by A.J. Rice. Get that first run across. So good job getting that one across.
A whole lot of strikes here.
Well, you know, I think talk was he may be their #1 pitcher. And Starks hits it to the shortstop. They get one at second. Good hustle down the line, and it's going to be safe. So that does get another runner in. So even though they do get an out, they do score that second run.
2 outs here.
And that one is way inside. Helmuth goes for second, and that bobble over there is going to get another run in. So as we're talking about, aggressive base running does the trick. So in the West Lawrence lineup. And that's on the outside corner, got him looking. So good strikeout there by Christian Starks. Second. So Cardwell did not have a good game at the plate. that first game. And swing and a miss, so there's a fourth strikeout of the day. So in several games, we've had some walk-offs where he's hit a walk-off. So he's going to get that one out there into center field. Opens it up with a hit here. Makes a big turn, but stays put. So School hope to make it there. And that one's ripped down to left field. So Kirchhoff is making a wide turn. He's coming to third. See if the throw comes in. Shortstop cuts it off. So runners at second and third. So bases loaded, one out. Christian looking in, and he rips it down that left field, and he's going to score at least two. Throw comes in to the shortstop, and so great job. There's 2 RBI hit by Christian Starks. I mean, he jumped on that first pitch right there, and got it out to left field. Scored 2, makes it 5-0. Dragons would love to keep West Lawrence off the board. Always good to see those zeros up there. And that one's going to be hit out to center field. Robert Turner has got it, and there it is. They leave him stranded. And that one's just a little soft grounder over to third. And Grubbs he fills that one and makes a great throw over to Bale, and so that is going to be out number 3. So good job by the. See a lot of blankets in the stands here. That's going to be hit over to A.J. Rice at short, and a good throw. Tanner Bell picks it, and it is going to be a quick out there for Robert Turner. There it is, and he ends the game with a strikeout looking. What a way to end it here. Dragons win 5-0. They are on the way to the Final Four for the second consecutive year. Congratulations to the Dragons. I mean, it has been a run for this year. Okay, so our highlights here on the baseball game. They did end up winning both games, first 2 games in the Elite 8. So they have earned a right to go into the Final Four. They will play Thursday at Calhoun. So they're not the only team still in it. We've still got Gilmer Boys Golf are playing in the state championship next week. We also have a number of kids in the state track meet, and the state track meet is really neat. University of Georgia has a new track facility, and all of the state track meet will be held at the University of Georgia. Of course, they're doing it all week long, different classifications on different days, and so I know Pickens has about 12 to 14 kids going, and they will be on Thursday. But we've got all the schools have some members of their track teams going, and we want to wish all of them good luck, and we will follow up next week with all of them that we have that have completed and where they are. And hopefully we'll still have some teams competing throughout next week in the state championships. So it's been a really busy spring for everybody, and not just sports. In the springtime, you have award ceremonies, you have the yearbooks coming out, you have the scholarship signings, the scholarship presentations. You also have graduation ceremonies, and so it's been a huge just busy season for everybody, and we've had to work around a lot of the different awards nights, ceremonies, all the things that have gone on throughout the spring. So we really appreciate people making time to come, because you get down to the last month of school, and man, it is something every single day. So next week will be our final show for the season of the school year. We run basically with the school year, and we're going to be back in the fall. And we will bring more interviews, more highlights. We're going to have just spotlighting kids each week doing a lot of good things. And we have really enjoyed getting to know these kids and showing you what all they do and all the good things that they do. So next Monday, and like I said, it'll be our last show. If you would like to join us in the studio and see how we put this show together, you're welcome to come. We're going to go live at 7, so be here before 7 if you'd like to. We would love for you to come and just watch our show live. So, but thanks for joining us tonight, and thank you for all your support all year long. I'm Donna Ennis. Have a great week.